What's up, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the Dense Pixels podcast. I'm your host, Brad, joined by my co-host, Micah.
Hey.
And Terrence.
What's up?
Not much. It is a light docket this week. That is okay, because we have some new releases that we've been playing to talk about. You guys have much more to say than I do. I'm going to talk a little bit more about FIFA 19, because I gave it the once-off service last week. You said, oh, it's more FIFA, but I actually sat down and played it a little bit more this week. And I am back in FIFA, guys. I am back. So the last couple of years, I have not been really doing the competitive, like the online multiplayer with Ultimate Team. I've just been doing like the single player stuff, and they've added a lot of single player features. But I've been playing online this year. I've made it a point to go back to the online play. First of all, when I qualified for what they call Division Rivals now, which is the new online multiplayer mode for Ultimate Team, I qualified for Division 6 out of 10, which surprised me. It was higher than I thought, because I played like dog shit during my qualification matches. That you play 5 matches against random opponents to determine your skill level. I did a little bit better than I thought in those 5 matches. But yeah, man, it's the thing about FIFA is that is the game that has the highest potential for me to go on full fucking tilt when I'm playing. and I for some reason, the last couple of years since I haven't been playing online, I've missed that emotion that arises from playing Ultimate Team. And it's back, because it is the game that, like I said, I will get most angry at. And usually it's my own fault. I'm not usually mad at something that my opponent did. It's usually a fuck up that I did. And but it's been great. Been winning some matches. Built a pretty decent squad. The tactics that they one of the features they had for this year's games, you can really customize your team's tactics pre-match for every situation. And I'm kind of a tactics junkie when it comes to soccer, so I really do appreciate that feature. And yeah, I'm back in it, man. It's been fun. So look forward to seeing some Ultimate Team streams. You might catch me get really pissed off during some of them, depending on how I play. Some pack openings. To also go along with Destiny stuff that I've been streaming. Tried the raid again in Destiny 2. We're not our team's not high enough power level to really cause it. Well, the problem is we know the mechanics for the first boss, but we just can't clear ads efficiently. We can't.
You gotta be like 550 or something?
560 is what the power level is of the enemies that are in this first part. And if you want to be competitive in there, yeah, you got to kind of be at least 550. Just to be able to hold your own. The problem is, Mike, is that during the beginning part of the mechanics phase, during the first raid room, is that there are just so many ads, and they're all thralls. So they're like, you can't aim down sights because they keep fucking teleporting on you, and it's just tough, man. And then like a knight spawns, like a large yellow bar knight spawns for in each area that people are fighting in, and of course that's going to melt your shit. Knights, by the way, are the most annoying fucking. Like Taken Knight specifically is the most annoying fucking archetype in Destiny 2. I believe that without a doubt at this point, bar none. But yeah, the problem is we can't get to the DPS phase for the boss with a full party intact, which is a problem.
You mean you don't appreciate the way those Taken Knights Bo Jackson their way out of your line of fire?
That and also the fact that they just launched their fucking flamethrower like every which way.
Oh yeah,
every which way. It's right. The absolute worst. So yeah, that's been frustrating. So we need to grind that a little more. Almost got Whisper of the Worm last night. We came down to the final boss twice, and time limit expired both times. So
damn,
yeah, so it's been a fun Destiny weekend as well. That's been my weekend of playing games.
My weekend was rolling around ancient Greece in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And I like it. I have just under 19 hours into it.
When did you pick it up?
I bought the super duper uber ultimate team day 1 edition. That bullshit where they're like, oh, you could play it 3 days early, but it's the actual release date. But they actually were like, we're just going to release it on a Friday, but you get to play it 3 days early. Or you could have just released it on the Tuesday that games usually come out, Ubisoft. Like
they're not the only ones that do this shit, though.
Yeah, they're not. But, you know, I see you. I see you. And but I didn't get a chance to play it until the weekend because I was in Florida. This game is big, man. It's almost dauntingly big, but I enjoy it. I picked Cassandra. One, because lesbians. Two, because her voice actor is much better than Alexios's voice actor. Alexios's voice actor sounds like this, and I'm like, what the fuck is that?
I was about to say from all the previews that I've seen in this game, that exceeding that voice actor's talent did not seem a high bar to leap over.
Yeah, the way he delivers those lines are just horrible. Like, all right, just shut up. It's it's essentially Origins, but a little faster, and they don't believe in defense. They believe that the best defense is a good offense. So the mechanics, the fighting mechanics have been tweaked a little bit. You can only parry and dodge. You can't like block, which takes a little bit of getting used to if you are a defensive player. But I enjoy it. It's Assassin's Creed, man. Like the world is huge. It's very pretty. Like the facial, the faces of the main characters, not just random people that you talk to or get quests from, but like Cassandra and Alexios and some of the other main characters. They look great. It's a very pretty game. Playing on a Pro, but on a regular ass TV.
Do they have like super sampling?
Yeah, I think everything has super sampling.
Not everything.
That comes out now. Yeah, I enjoy it. There's a big hubbub about the way Ubisoft does their business practices.
Yeah, I was about to ask about the grind.
Yeah, I wouldn't know because I went and bought that fucking permanent.
Wait, so hang on.
Wait a minute.
So you paid $110 for the super duper play it 3 days early, get the season pass, come all the extra content
season pass. Yeah.
So the season pass is $60?
No, it came with season pass and like a bunch of other junk that you don't.
But you did it digitally, right?
Yeah.
So you bought that edition, and they couldn't see fit to give you the $10 XP boost that you can buy in the game in the store.
They couldn't. No, they couldn't. And normally, I wouldn't buy the boost, right? But the way everyone is complaining about how much of a kick in the dick the grind is towards the end, that was enough for me to be like, you know what? Fuck it. I've already spent way too much fucking money. What's another $10? But that does lead to, I would assume, the game has poor pacing issues. I wouldn't know because anybody got time for all that shit. Anybody got time for walking around killing boars and shit, trying to grind.
So what you're saying is the way is part of the problem.
Yeah,
as you
I've always been part of it. Yo, look, I got games pre-ordered through March. I am definitely part of the problem, but I got to pre-order.
What else is coming out?
I got to pre-order all of my games now because I'm not gonna have money in January. So I'm just stockpiling shit. I got like Dead or Alive.
But you're not gonna have the money or the time.
Resident Evil and I'll try to make time. And
you'll have early on. You actually have lots of time.
Yeah,
you know what babies do, Micah? They sleep a lot, and they sleep in your lap while you're playing video games.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I can play Resident Evil 2, scaring the shit out of them. Anthem, Red Dead. Like I got a bunch of shit on pre-order. I'm trying to hurry up and buy all that shit now before I have to spend money on like diapers and all that dumb shit.
Pro tip, Micah. Oh no, you guys had your baby shower, didn't you?
We had one. We're having another one.
Well, pro tip, Micah. You have the way you get diapers. We were solid on diapers for at least a year. And the way that you do this is that everybody that comes to your baby shower, you have a raffle. And to enter the raffle, you have to bring a pack of diapers.
Oh,
and that's how you get diapers for a year when you first start out.
Yeah, because everybody's giving us clothes and like, well, he's going to grow out of these.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we need diapers, so that's a good idea. But yeah, Assassin's Creed. I have no idea how far I am. Like I said, I'm 19 hours in. It does like little
40-hour game, 40 to 50-hour game.
And I haven't been running through the critical path, so who knows? But it does a lot of like little quality of life things. Like there's no fall damage once you get to a certain level. Like your character gets to a certain level, you can literally jump off of a mountain and not die, which is great. Like people complain about realism in Assassin's Creed. Like, yo, it's a video game. 2, it's a video game within a video game, right? Like, yeah, it's not a simulator in the lore. Like you're sitting in a giant MRI machine, playing the History Channel. So it's not like, people trip me out, man. Like it's a game. Like embrace that shit, right? Like you can jump off of anything and not die, which is fun. They have a teleport assassinate thing. Like you can throw the spear at a guy, 50 yards away and instantly teleport to his location and then chain the shit. It's fun. It's fun. Now, if you're not an Assassin's Creed fan, don't bother, because this is very much Assassin's Creed. You're doing the same stuff over and over again. Infiltrating bases and all that stuff. Like it's the same shit over and over and over again. But I like that gameplay loop. I like I enjoy going into a base and killing people and doing all the objectives that are, in that base and then moving on. So if you are interested in Assassin's Creed, this is probably the best one. So
it looks like the least Assassin's Creed out of every single one that there's ever been.
They're just like fuck.
I haven't seen anyone be assassinated in any fucking game clips that I've seen of the game.
Yeah, they're just like fuck.
I haven't seen any stealth. Like you just run around kicking people in the face. Like, okay.
They do have stealth, and it actually behooves you to use a lot of stealth, but they really are proud of their fighting mechanics. I don't necessarily know why, but it's fun.
You know why they're proud? Because God of War aped them in terms of fighting mechanics. Like they were the first ones to do the shoulder button combat.
Yeah, and that shoulder button stuff is back. But yeah, man, like you can literally set your swords on fire. Like there's an ability to just go and then set your swords on fire and just start fucking wailing on people. Or like it's fun, man. It's fun.
I'm just glad that you stuck with that series through the real downtimes, and you have been rewarded handsomely for it. So.
Yeah, I look, as much as I complain about this series, I own every single one of those games. Every single one of them, including some of the spin-offs. Like the ones that I don't own are from defunct systems now. But the only one that I won't have on PS4 is the original one because it's not offered. I have every other one. And when Assassin's Creed 3 comes out, that's also what you get with that Uber edition or whatever. You get Assassin's Creed 3.
So wait, not only did they give you the season pass and all the other stuff, but they penalized you by forcing you to download Assassin's Creed 3?
I like Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah, you liked it for a very specific reason.
Oh yeah, that's right. A lot of it.
So Terrence, you have been playing Fist of the North Star, which I did not know you were interested in getting.
I wasn't. I got it today. I thought like all the rest of the I played the old Fist of the North Star, like the one prior, like 2 prior to this one. It was basically like a Dynasty Warriors clone, and I'm like, that's fine. I played it for a couple hours and like I'm done. I don't need to play this anymore. And that's what I thought this was. No, it's not that at all. This is basically Yakuza with a Fist of the North Star skin. That's it. That's all it is. Same setup and everything. You're in a city. Well, first of all, you got to get through like 2 hours of like exposition, as is want to happen in all of the Yakuza games. Once the beginning of the game, you actually get into a fight, and it kind of gives you the fight in the game, the combat mechanics, which are very similar to Yakuza, but they're faster. It's faster and it's a little bit more responsive. Still has issues with like the dodge. You still get hit because you can't get out of an animation. Like in Micah, you played the Yakuza game, so like when you get into a attack animation, you have to see it through before you can dodge. I still don't like that. But the game itself, it's fun, man. Like I haven't opened it up completely because I'm about 2.5 hours into it. It's got the same ridiculous mini games. It has like a bartending game. There's a you can play. They have a casino. You can play blackjack, poker, and all that other shit. There's a batter's box, but it's not baseballs. It's guys coming at you on motorcycles, and you're using a steel beam to knock them into the distance.
Yeah, I was about to say
stupid shit like that.
What the hell is a baseball doing in the post-apocalypse?
Yeah, they're not baseballs. I haven't gotten to the part once you get a little further into the game, you can jump into like a buggy to kind of run around in the wasteland, because the majority of it takes place in the city, just like Yakuza. Mm-hmm. But the combat is the star of it because it's Fist of the North Star, and they made it even more violent than the Japanese version. Like when people died in the Japanese version, they would like turn into like a black mass, and then they would just like fade to black. This one, now their heads just explode, or their bodies, like everything explodes. There's a scene in the game, and it's pretty early on. I didn't like. There's a guy with his kid, and he's got money and he's got supplies and everything. And like this gang is like, hey, give me your money and we'll let you go. So he gives them all of his supplies. Hey, don't let him go. He just puts a fucking cleaver through the top of his head right in front of his child. And I'm like, God damn. Like, really? It is incredibly violent, but it's great.
You ever see Fist of the North Star?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I was about to say, yeah, you were black in the 90s. Yeah, of course.
It lives up to the violence because it is super violent. And the way the combat itself, like he has those touches of death and everything. You can basically kill everyone with that. It's not like you got to go into like a special mode. He does have like burning rage mode, or whatever it's called. But like you wear him down and you hit the circle button, and then you hit the circle button again to kill him. And it's got like a little quick time, a QTE prompt to try to get like a perfect timing for it. He kills him regardless, but if you get perfect timing, you get more experience or some shit like that. But like the ways he does it, I haven't unlocked everything yet. It's like you would like it.
All right.
Like if you like Fist of the North Star and you like Yakuza, there's no reason why you wouldn't like this game. Because it's the exact same formula. They just literally just put a skin. Like you said, they have a Kiryu, whatever his name is.
Yeah,
skin.
Cosmo skin.
Yeah, they have a Cosmo skin for the game, and it's free. It's free to download. It's fun. Like I was like when I found out what it was, I'm like, let me go ahead and check out some reviews. And they were like, this game is pretty cool, so I went ahead and downloaded it. It's fun. Like I would, if you like Yakuza, pick it up.
All right, I might pick it up.
Make people explode.
Catch it on sale. And you got shit to play right now anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah. Let me calm down.
See, this is
whenever it's on sale. Yeah,
purchasing decisions is when he has two people that can talk about impulsive moves. Right.
Yeah. Whenever it's on. Yeah. Again, but like, if you had any interest in it before and you thought it may have been something like, again, it's a Yakuza game. Same long ass cutscenes that you gotta fucking sit through, or you can skip if you want. But it's literally the same damn game. Better combat system. I don't know. I never played Yakuza 0, so I don't know how the combat system was in that. Did they improve it? Was it a little faster than Yakuza 2?
Yakuza 0 is the best one so far. Just because it has more variety and like the two different characters play a little bit differently, but they have like different fighting styles where it's like there are like 4 or 5 different fighting styles that are different from one another. I guess they did that in the remakes also, but Yakuza 0 was the best one.
All right. So
yeah, I'll catch it on sale. I that fucking Soul Calibur comes out in 2 weeks. What the fuck am I doing? I need to
play Soul Calibur?
Calm down. Yeah, I play Soul Calibur.
That game hadn't been good in years.
I mean, it's been released in years.
Yeah, I haven't enjoyed it since 3.
Yeah, like the first 2 I think were the best personally. And
yeah, Soul Calibur 2 was my shit. And Soul
rails.
Calibur 3 was all right, and then 4 and 5 was just like, all right, yo, get out of my face.
So before we move into new releases, a little bit of housekeeping. Go to youtube.com/densepixels. Hit the subscribe button while you're there. Click the bell icon while you're there. That way you never miss any new uploads that we put up, be it a new episode of this podcast, which we do in video format every week, be it a live stream session, being the Scuff review that should be up later this week. Whatever it is, youtube.com/densepixels. Make sure you subscribe to us there. Also, if you've not become a premium member for TNP Studios, go to densepixels.com/premium and sign up today for just $5 a month or $50 for the entire year to get access to our premium slate of podcasts, including the Look Forward Political Podcast, No Time to Bleed, our action movie podcast, The Men with the Golden Tongues, our James Bond/spy movie podcast, and The Airing Grievances, our Seinfeld podcast. And of course, go to Spotify, go to Google Podcasts, go to Apple Podcasts, go to whatever podcast you use, and subscribe to all of the TNP Studio shows. That includes this show, The Nerdpocalypse, Black on Black Cinema, and Coming Distractions. Click the subscribe button, and we'll deliver episodes to you during the night. New releases this week. Call of Duty Black Ops III comes out for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. WWE 2K19 releases for PS4 and Xbox One. Disgaea 1 Complete Edition comes out for PS4 and Switch. Space Hulk Tactics coming to PS4 and Xbox One. Luigi's Mansion coming to 3DS. The World Ends With You Final Remix comes to the Nintendo Switch. Goosebumps the Game comes to the Nintendo Switch. Super Blackjack Battle 2 Turbo The Card Warriors comes to PS4.
Shut up.
I shit you not. I would never have put that game on this list except for that title. It's the only reason I put it on there. And for release date and new game announcements, just one this week, but it's a big one in the heart of myself and Micah. Guacamelee, both Guacamelee 1 and 2, coming to the Nintendo Switch. Guacamelee 1 is available now. Guacamelee 2 coming later this year. That is the system that I want to play it for.
That is the system that is probably it will be the best for. And yeah, I'll buy that again. I love that game.
Yeah, it's fucking fantastic. So if you've never played Guacamelee and you own a Nintendo Switch, buy it right now. I think it's like $13 for the first one. And if you don't own a Nintendo Switch, then buy it on the system that you do own because you're missing out. Fucking Guacamelee is awesome, and everybody should play it. So that is it for new releases. I will pass the baton to Terrence for our headlines.
Yeah. First up, The Witcher author is asking for $16 million in royalties from CD Projekt Red. Good luck, nigga. Look, didn't he kind of like give them he sold them the rights, correct?
Quite famously. He sold the rights for nothing almost because he thought that the games would bomb. Like he didn't think that they would be successful at all.
Well, that's what you get. Like,
sorry, my dude. Here's his quote, by the way. Here's his quote. So he was interviewed by Eurogamer last year. The guy's name is Andrei
Sapkowski.
Yes. So, quote, I
Sounds like a kicker.
Well, I was stupid enough to sell them the rights the whole bunch. They offered me a percentage of their profits. I said no. There will be no profit at all. Give me all my money right now, the whole amount. It was stupid. I was stupid enough to leave everything in their hands because I didn't believe in their success. But who could foresee their success? I couldn't. Sorry, dude.
Yeah, sorry about your damn luck.
About your luck.
Right, you dummy. Like, okay. So what do you have to say? I'll be like,
he has nothing.
Don't let me be the judge. It's like, so
like exhibit one would be that interview, and like case closed. Like
deuces, nigga, get out of my courtroom. Like, what's wrong? Like, what do you? $16 million,
and like, well, so he's trying to get 6% of the profits for the life of the franchise, and they
were going to give you a percentage before. You said no.
Yeah, but I didn't know they were gonna make a Netflix series.
Like, but that was before I knew it was going to be popular. Like,
If somebody told me what Netflix was, and then I believed that, and then they said they were going to get Superman to play Geralt, well, maybe I would have changed my mind.
how you gonna ask for it now when you nah, yo?
Now apparently the ground that he's standing on here is a Polish law that allegedly can be invoked when the compensation remitted to the author of a work is too low given the benefits attained in association with the use of that author's work. So he's trying to say because his initial compensation was too low considering the success that they've had, that he deserves to get paid, basically.
You think they just give him like 500,000 just to shut him up? Because I'm not giving you a goddamn thing. I would like negotiate something. Maybe
I'd give him $1 million.
Yeah,
like go away. And that's a gift. That was a gift.
That's me being generous. Get out of here. like no. Like I would give him something, but I'm not going to court. I mean, we could take it to court, and then you could get embarrassed.
You're lose.
Yeah, like that's the thing. I would figure out how long. I would figure out how long the trial would be, and I'd figure out how much it would cost me to retain a lawyer for the trial, and I'd pay him that amount, and that'd be it. Now,
yeah,
Micah would do none of these things.
Projekt Red. I'd give him a little bit. I give him a little something.
Nope.
I got it. Like, why not?
Nah, yo. Nah. You didn't. You literally said you didn't believe in me. Fuck you. You don't get nothing. You literally said you don't believe in me. Nah,
you know what? You're right.
I don't take that rejection very kind. I don't take.
Now, is he suing or is he just saying I want? He hasn't sued yet.
No, he's filed. He's filed.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, so he filed a lawsuit now? Oh no, he ain't getting shit from my ass.
You 70 years old. I'm gonna wait it out. We could tie this up in red tape. You ain't long for this world anyway. You should have been thinking about your grandkids when I offered you 10% of The Witcher. Damn, man, you better get out of here, man.
Yeah, it was stupid. I was stupid enough to leave everything in their hands because I didn't believe in their success.
If George Lucas has done a lot for this world, and we forget that because George Lucas seems like kind of a pariah now. Besides the fact that he's one of the most fucking biggest charity givers that I've ever seen in my entire life, and fucking created Star Wars.
Like, I ain't got a problem with him. I don't fuck with Star Wars.
But if George Lucas taught us anything,
to a black woman,
he is. If George Lucas taught us anything, it's always take the points. Always take a percentage.
Didn't he get like $4 billion?
He did. He gave away half of it.
Yeah,
to charity.
He's like, what the fuck am I gonna do?
Damn.
He's like him and Bill Gates are like fucking humanitarian as shit. So
yeah, you ain't getting that
when you have literally unlimited money. Like they say, oh, you're worth $4 billion. Nah, yo, it's unlimited.
Yeah, $4 billion unlimited money. That's obnoxious. That's an obnoxious amount of money. You ain't gonna spend all that. But yeah, this guy,
Ray.
Yeah, that's pretty goddamn funny. You know what? Oh, he's taking us to court. Like, nah, I ain't giving you shit. Nope. I thought he wasn't suing just yet. Nah, yo. Like you said you didn't believe.
You said it. You said you didn't believe in me. Why you sell it to me then, you dummy?
See, that's the thing. Like if they didn't offer him a percentage up front, that's one thing.
Maybe, yeah. But if you offered it and then you was like, nah, give me the money in a lump sum, and you did, we already compensated you, dog.
Right.
It ain't our fault. Everybody loves this shit.
I don't know if you're listening, Demetrius, but this is what the fuck we were talking about earlier over Facebook Messenger, man. Don't fucking be careful with your brand. Cause yo, nah, man, nah, Jay was like, I gave a hypothetical to Jay once. I said, what if BET offers you $1 million for black on black cinema? He was just like, no. One is BET, and two, nah. You don't just sell out your brand. Get out of here.
Now, $1.5 million. Different story.
What's George Double R Martin getting? He didn't just get bought out, did he?
No, he still owns. I'm sure he's getting a royalty because he's not an idiot.
Yeah.
Like he wouldn't be doing the press junket bullshit if he wasn't getting paid. Trust me.
Right. Man, you really are living up to them dumb Pollock jokes, Andre.
Oh no. Oh wow. Good luck, buddy. I don't see it working out for you. Next up, Blizzard co-founder Mike Morhaime steps down after 27 years in charge of the company. Whatever. Yeah, 27 years. That's wow. I'm only 37. I was 10 when that nigga. Blizzard been out that long?
I mean, they haven't been in prominence that long, but they've existed as a company for that long.
Wow.
Started Silicon and Synapse was the original company name, and then they went to Blizzard, which is a good change, I'd say.
Yeah, because Silicon and Synapse would not have lasted.
No, absolutely not.
That's a terrible name. Morhaime states, I want to thank all of the talented and hardworking people at Blizzard for their dedication, creativity, and passion. It has been a privilege to lead this team. I'm also very grateful to Blizzard's player community for their support. He served as the president since 1998. He took the CEO role in 2007. In addition, he contributed to many of the company's games oh wow. How often does that happen? Like the CEO contributes to he wasn't CEO then.
Yeah, pretty often because he came in on the ground floor. Like so he probably started as a developer.
Warcraft and World of Warcraft. Yeah, those games are old. Wow. He was inducted to the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences and Hall of Fame in 2008. Jesus. So what is he going to do? What is he?
Live rich and well, probably in retirement. I'm pretty sure that dude has many millions of dollars sitting in his bank account.
Probably. Right, well, good for him. Another white man, another rich white guy. Great.
We just had a story about a poor one, so balance.
Next up, new Switch hardware with an updated screen is coming in 2019. According to reports, I don't know what the screen looks like now, so I don't.
I mean, it looks
like unintuitive.
No, it's okay. No, I think they're just going to be a better quality screen. Like the screen now is going to be, or eventually is going to be more in line with that of, like just a better quality screen. I don't think it's going to change the functionality of the system in any way, shape, or form.
Oh,
but people will freak out anyway because they're like, "Well, I need the new one because it's going to be better. It's going to be better than the one I have." So, but maybe you should wait. If anyone's going to buy you a Switch from our community, then you should probably wait for the new one.
These cheap ass niggas ain't gonna buy me nothing. But yeah, a new screen for the Switch is coming out next year. Sure. And last, an agreement has been reached with excuse me, with Robert Kirkman's Skybound Games to complete the last episode of Telltale's Walking Dead series. Good for them. I got nothing else.
So allegedly, he's trying to work with most of the people that were laid off from Telltale, which is good if they can make that happen. I don't see how.
Pay them.
Right, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, what do we do? Like,
no, I'm not working for free, nigga.
Right. Like, I need to go to the dentist.
Sorry. Yeah, like I don't know. Is he going, like, my thing is, are you going to pay these people to finish your series? If not, if I was one of the people, I'm like, no, fuck off.
Yeah, I need insurance, man.
I need money, nigga. Like,
so we've talked about.
I don't give a damn about Clem.
We've talked about the fact that obviously, it's really shitty what happened to those folks, and they are important. But do you feel that anything is owed to the purchasers who bought like the season pass for the game?
A refund?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but I'm saying like that. I mean, in this vein, that is a good thing. Yes, that they'd be finishing the product that these people had purchased already.
What was the season pass like? $20?
It's like 25, I think.
Like for that amount of money, I would rather the people actually got fucking paid. Like I'm okay. I'm out at $25, or I'm out at 20 or 15 because they're not going to finish the series. Whatever. Like these people don't have jobs now. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like
I get what you're saying, Brad. You know, me myself personally, I feel as though I'm fine. I don't need my refund, but you know, given the circumstances. But yeah, I see what you're saying. I mean, maybe people shouldn't buy season passes. Maybe that's the
real lesson.
Right. That's the lesson that you need to take away from is, you know, maybe don't buy season passes. But I mean, I guess for fans of the game, you know, this is groovy and all, but
like if you want your conclusion, that's fine. But
right. I'm just gonna say that Clem and this little Afro boy made it. So there you go. They made it out alive.
You know, you want your conclusion? Why don't you write a book? What about some Mass Effect people had to fucking deal with? About that. Robert Kirkman can write it. There you go. He can write a comic book.
There you go.
Yeah, what happens?
He's too busy getting ready for the next season of The Walking Dead that nobody cares about.
Is it out yet? Did it start already?
I think it started.
I have no idea.
I think it did.
I tapped out at season 2.
And I think Rick is like going to be dead in this season, something like that. And I don't think anybody gives a fuck anymore.
Yeah, nobody cares.
It's going on too long.
Nobody cares. Now, I wonder if Jay will start watching it if they cut Rick's hand off, because he made a real big deal about, why does Rick have his hand?
Yeah, he did really make a big deal.
Wait a second. Jay, who is generally Mr. No Sacred Cows when it comes to backstory or allegiance to the product or anything like that, freaked the fuck out over the fact that dude wasn't missing a hand?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, he's like that, but he's also a gigantic hypocrite. Like his level of hypocriticism is inversely proportional to his height. So where he is of average height for a man, him being a hypocrite is inversely proportional to it. So he is as much of a hypocrite as he is tall.
Inversely so.
Yes.
This has absolutely nothing to do with video games or anything like that, but I just read a hilarious headline, and it's reported Bill Cosby got slapped across the face with a chicken patty for telling a joke in prison. I just find that very, very funny, and we can continue now.
Well, if you too,
that's fucking funny though.
If you too would like to buy chicken patties that you can slap Bill Cosby in the face with for telling prison jokes, why not buy them using our Amazon link at densepixels.com/Amazon? Look, I'm sure there are a variety of different frozen chicken patties that are available. Maybe not though, because frozen goods probably not on Amazon. I don't think that would work out too well for the home delivery aspect of it. There's got to be chicken patties on Amazon. There has to be. And why wouldn't you want to buy them there? Because they're going to cost the same low Tyson or Purdue or whatever the fuck brand you buy chicken patty price. But we get a small percentage of that sale so that we too can share in your joy for slapping Bill Cosby across the face with a chicken patty in prison. All you have to do is go to densepixels.com/Amazon whenever you make any purchase on Amazon, big or small. That's it.
Purdue Farms breaded chicken breast patties, 5 pound, 2 per case, $66.63.
There you go. Who doesn't need that, really? That's my question.
It's got 1 review.
Is it at least a good review, or is it a
5 stars?
Excellent.
It's 1 5-star review. So there you go.
Yum. That's it.
Michael, why don't, even though you won't be a verified buyer, why don't you leave a review on there and say arguably the best chicken patty used to slap rapists in the face in prison?
That's shit is really
Terrence,
fucking
I don't know if we've had a more. We've probably had more odd tangents, but I'm glad you threw it out there. It was a fun way.
I mean, it's very
fun way to lead into the Amazon read. So. Good times.
Oh man. All right. First up in headlines, Microsoft announces a game streaming service. It is called Project xCloud, which sounds like what an edgelord would name their Xbox handle. xCloud XXX Sephiroth X. Project xCloud is a major new video game streaming service designed to bring console quality gaming to devices such as smartphones. The idea is similar to other game streaming ventures, data centers packed with Xbox hardware, which then remotely stream the game to your device. But what about latency and visual fidelity? Well, this is where Microsoft's Azure cloud technology comes in. They've been testing xCloud on mobile phones and tablets paired with Xbox controllers using Bluetooth via touch input over 4G networks and 5G. As it becomes available, public trials of xCloud will begin next year. Do you really need to be attached to your games so much, like the console experience so much that you would buy into this? Like I mean, I love video games, but I need a break from them every once in a while. Maybe it's just I'm getting old. I think this technology is great and all, but and look, maybe I just don't have the business acumen to see into the future as to what this is for. Like, what do you think of this?
I don't like playing video games on the phone. Just period. I don't need it. I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's cool. I mean, if you there will be people that will buy it. But I don't need it personally.
So this is smart on their part from one respect, because obviously nobody wants to buy Xboxes right now. So you have to make your games available on as many different platforms as possible when no one will buy your hardware. So from that standpoint, it's smart.
Wasted so much fucking power in that powerful system, and you don't have shit to play on the goddamn thing.
Here's the issue: the console games, like games this caliber with these graphics and everything else, aren't designed to be played on 6-inch screens.
Yeah, I don't want to play.
They're just not
Halo or fucking what's the other game, Gears of War, on my phone.
Right. And now add into the fact that, well, I mean, I guess you have to be connected anyway, just because in order to play the game, if you're streaming it, you have to be connected online regardless.
Hey, where are you going to be? In your house.
Right. Like there are quite a few places that I get very good service, but there are also several other places where my service is not consistent enough to warrant.
What you mean, like your 4G?
Yeah,
on your phone. Yeah, the fuck you gonna get this on a 4G network to stream something like that on your phone?
Well, I mean,
no,
the streaming can be done because they're just pushing a video file. So if you can stream YouTube, you ostensibly you should be able to stream this.
I don't think so. Like, I really don't, because like even Netflix. I mean, yeah, you can stream Netflix, but that's just a movie.
I think part of this too is we're the old guys in the room too.
Yeah, maybe they may be able to do it, but
and we're set in our ways. So, but it's, I don't know. It's like, it seems like this is a logical step. It seems like this is something that you could definitely see the future looking like, just being connected to your consoles at all times and being able to play wherever you want to. It's not for me. I know that. Like, could you imagine, like, so in the video they have here, they have like a clamp that you can attach to your Xbox One controller that attaches to your, that your phone's in there. Can't do that with a tablet. Like, so I'm not sure how you would play as a tablet really and be comfortable.
You set it on the table like a Switch. Like, I don't know, man. I think a lot of it is what you said, Brad, is that I'm just getting older, but I don't see I don't think this is necessarily a positive thing. Like for society, like we're already stuck, like looking at our phones and shit, like not interacting with the world and only interacting with people through some sort of device. I'm very I'm not keen on another reason to not pay attention to people. Like not like don't pay attention to people just because you don't want to pay attention to them. Not just because you're getting candy cane neck from looking at your phone like this and shit.
Again, I don't want to play a game designed for a console on my phone. I just don't want to do it. And I don't want to hook my phone up to my fucking Xbox controller.
Well, that's the thing too. Like console games, by and large, and there's obvious exceptions to this, are designed for longer play sessions. The reason why mobile games are popular is because they're designed to be played in for the most part in like 15-minute chunks.
Yeah.
Like what can you do in Forza in 15 minutes? Race 2 races maybe?
I'm not paying 60. Well, it's a streaming service, so you're probably paying how much a month for it.
Do you think they would just lump this in with Xbox Game Pass, or do you think that they would charge something additional for it when it rolls out eventually?
They better Game Pass.
Smart money is lump it in, right? Like that's just another feature.
Get more people, right?
It's more consumer friendly, but I don't know if it covers the cost of the back end of the infrastructure. Yeah,
I think it's pointless personally, but look.
Yeah, like I'm really trying to find like a reason to do it, and I just can't. And like you guys have said, like console games should be played, on something that's, a television, like it's or a monitor or something. Like it's kind of insulting. Like, what if I bust my ass to create this, Halo game, and now you're playing on your phone with it, and I mean,
some phones may have 4K displays on them now. I don't know, do they? But it's fucking 8 inches, 6 inches. So what the fuck is? Unless you're taking pictures,
just make a handheld. Maybe make a handheld. I mean, I wouldn't recommend you do it, but
yeah. And again, I just don't understand. Like, that's going to be a lot of shit to put. I know you say it's only like a video file, but like that seems like a lot of shit to push through. Again, with latency and all other shit on a 4G network.
Like, how's a multiplayer?
That's not going to work. Yeah.
How's a multiplayer game going to work?
It ain't.
Oh, I would not want to, because like there are people, and no one that we know personally, but all of us have worked for a particular retailer, and all of us have heard stories about how do you get your Xbox hooked up so you can play online, and you're like connected to your Wi-Fi, and like I got a phone, and I've told many people, please do not do that, and they're like, why? I'm like, because everyone will hate you that you were in a lobby because your phone is not equipped to deliver consistent speeds that are necessary for online gaming. So don't do it. Call Comcast. Get real internet.
Please. I mean, like Gears couldn't do it on a console. We remember the days of playing Gears where you shoot a shotgun and then 8 seconds later you see the buckshot hit the wall.
Yo, that was literally a thing you had to do in the game to test the fucking latency. You start the match and you shoot, and then you wait for, okay, so that's how much I have to lead. 3 seconds. Cool. Got it. That was a thing for fucking Gears of War. And they never fixed it for Gears of War 1. They never did. They never did. So I can't imagine just the streaming aspect itself, trying to stream on 4G and having, like, when you press a button, how long is it going to take for the action to happen on the fucking screen itself? Regardless of whether it's online or not. I mean, just the streaming. Because I tried that PlayStation Now once, and I was on a fucking, what was I had, like 660 up, 60 down? It wasn't even that great. I was on a PlayStation in the house. And I wasn't online. How the fuck are they gonna? I mean, I guess this is or whatever bullshit is gonna be better, but like, no, don't do it.
Look, if they could pull this off If they
I'd
can
be
pull this
amazed.
off, I will be shocked. I will be shocked, and I will come here, and I will give them all the props in the world. But right now, I'm just not buying it. I'm very, very curious. I hope they do it, right? I hope they do it because, like, I want to live in the future, right? And while I would probably never use this, hey, you're pushing technology, and that's what I want to see, right? But I, okay,
Let's see how that works when you're not in a house that has Wi-Fi.
right?
Like when you're walking in the streets of New York or something like that. We in Japan.
No, not New York. No, not New York. Fucking Lincoln, Nebraska, or not even Lincoln, Nebraska.
Right, like
fucking
Kansas,
Nebraska, a cornfield, Nebraska.
right?
That's all I see. That
Good luck.
So yeah, all right. Next up, there's a problem in our community. It's a sick problem. It's called swatting. Swatting is when some butt-hurt cuck is losing in a video game. So he decides to call the SWAT team to the person that he is losing to try and get them killed, because that's what they do. Well, now Seattle is setting up the first ever police anti-swatting initiative. It has introduced a system to protect members of the tech industry, video game industry, and or the online broadcasting community from swatting attempts. The system is called Rave Facility. It allows streamers to register themselves on a police database if they consider themselves a potential target for swatting. If an emergency call is made to their address, the call taker will share this information with the responding officers. The Seattle Police Department states, nothing about this solution is designed to minimize or slow emergency services, and in theory, it should reduce the likelihood of innocent streamers being shot in America. I like the sentiment, but that by itself seems easily exploitable. Like, let's say I'm a lunatic, right? And I call the police and tell them, hey, I think I might be a target for swatting. So could you put me on the do not disturb list? And then let's say in my lunatic brain, I'm on Twitch, which I'd have to be a lunatic. I'm on Twitch and I decide that I want to murder someone. And then someone calls the cops on me. And then the cops are like, oh, this guy's on the no swatting list. Then I can continue to murder in peace.
Well, it does. I don't think it's going to be a do not disturb list. I
mean,
think
that's what it sounds like, right?
But I think no. I think what will happen is that it's said that the call taker, whoever takes the emergency call, will share it with the responders. So instead of, break down the door of the SWAT team and start fucking firing shots right away, it'll be, hey, this guy is a streamer. We need to go in and exercise a little bit more caution. And if he's murdering somebody, then we will, probably not shoot. Well, it depends on what color skin he is. But if he's murdering somebody, then we will either arrest or then kill him, depending on the situation.
I see.
So,
I see. So I can't just be a lunatic in Seattle.
No. Well, and also it's Seattle PD, so one assumes they're a little bit better equipped, but you can't assume anything these days.
Nah, you really can't. I mean, what's Seattle PD gonna do? Throw some Starbucks at me or something?
I didn't realize that. So Catherine Clark, who's a U.S. representative, I don't know which state, unfortunately, it doesn't mention in the article here. She actually tried to bring 2 bills to Congress about swatting, and nothing's happened. Shockingly, I'm sure Representative Clark, probably a Democrat, so it's not surprising that nothing's happened on this yet. And apparently, she also ended up victim to a swatting attempt as well, as a result.
God damn.
Stop doing this shit, guys. And I don't think anyone listening to this fucking podcast would be doing that. But
this shit just don't make no fucking sense. Yeah.
No, it's ridiculous.
Do black people be doing this shit? Have we ever seen a black person swat somebody? I think it's just like white.
Probably not. This seems like
white
a fucking
males.
white
This
problem.
is some white male
honestly.
shit. Yo, what is wrong with you folks, yo? Brad, what is wrong with y'all?
What do you mean, y'all?
Y'all crazy.
Whiteness is a construct, sir. I don't know any of these people. I don't know any of these people.
White males are out of their fucking minds. They have serious like mental issues. Yeah, I said it.
Could you imagine like not
Having
sex,
everything,
like not having sex and deciding that you're gonna take it out on the rest of the world? Because that's all this is. This is a bunch of incel cuck bastards.
We're cuck.
So you're taking a little too much enjoyment out of using that ridiculous
It's a funny word. It's a funny word, and the people that use it don't know what it means. They just say it. They just repeat it. They parrot it because that's what they do.
I'm just saying that doesn't sound like them at all. What are you talking about? I can't believe that they would just mimic things being said by people who also don't know what they're talking about.
Okay. Look, I commend Seattle for this. It seems like a good idea and a step in the right direction, and I'm very sad that this has to be thought up of anti-swatting attempts. You have to counteract swatting, because what kind of world are we living in now?
I mean, and like I said, it's you're only going to see more efforts because like someone has literally died from this now. Like it's
right.
it's not just a fucking dumb prank anymore. Like it's literally cost an innocent man his life.
Yeah,
right.
So yes, don't stop doing dumb shit, kids. It's kids. I don't know. I also don't know of any fucking Gen Yers, doing this shit. What's the generation after millennials called?
Gen Z.
What is it?
Gen Z.
Is it Gen Z?
Mm-hmm.
It sounds too cool for them. Think of something more lame.
Yeah. Dorks. Or we could just ban guns.
Well, Micah, that's step too far, my guy. Come on.
Yeah.
It's in the Second Amendment, Micah. Surely our founding fathers want us to we're
right to big arms.
A huge tangent. Tune in to look forward.
Yeah. Sorry.
Later this week.
I'm
going
through a fucking crisis right now.
Okay. To quote, as you like to say, Mike, in the Peter Griffin style, anyone listening to this podcast, you knew what this was.
Yeah.
You came in the door. So that is it for the show this week. Let's wrap it up by make sure you guys go to densepixels.com/fans. That is our Facebook fan group. You can tell us to stop dropping our political takes on this show, which is fair, but we're not going to stop doing that. Leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. We will read on the air.
What's his name? What did they say we were trash?
Lamont. Fuck you, Lamont.
Yeah. Fuck you, Lamont.
Yeah. You know what? Hold on. before we leave, right? Because this is a message to Lamont. All right. Like I don't know if Lamont listens to this show, but look.
Wait, why did he call you trash?
But who the fuck knows? But this Lamont person decided to leave a review on TNP, right? And it was 1 star, and it just said one thing: trash, right? Like no constructive criticism. Like I don't even necessarily need constructive.
Oh, we're not talking about Lamont in the fan group then. This is just a random Lamont. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's like Lamont Allard. Go to LinkedIn, find Lamont Allard, and get him fired. But it is like it's not just us, right? Like it's not just us, right? Like we work very, very fucking hard to provide quality content. Jay busts his ass to provide quality content for you. I ride his coattails. You know how difficult that shit is to ride coattails and not fall off? All right? Terrence comes in here every week, brings the fucking funny. Brad is the epitome of what white people need to be. Of the 3 white people in the world, Brad is number 2. All right?
Wait, number 2?
In this order, Tom Hanks,
okay.
Brad,
Fair.
G. Those are the 3 white men that all white men need to aspire to be. All right? Like, you're not just offending us. You're offending Carrie, who is an out and proud LGBTQ person. Congratulations. You're insulted an LGBTQ person in the Me Too movement. I hope you get fucking fired for it. You're insulting Demetrius. That big nigga will kick your ass. That motherfucker walks around like He-Man because he can. You don't want that shit. You don't want that shit, man. You're insulting Jack, who is a fucking veteran. You don't support the troops, Lamont? You fucking commie bastard. What's wrong with you, man? Is that everybody? Is that everybody on our network?
Do you want to talk about past hosts, or are we ignoring those?
No.
Past hosts. You had like guest stars.
And you know what? JTD every week comes in with the most ridiculous bullshit ass stories that we have to talk about, and he is a Southern dandy. He is the reason Alabama is still around. Him and his lovely family and his beautiful daughter who knows Cardi B lyrics. So get the fuck out of here, Lamont. Like, I didn't appreciate that shit, motherfucker. And I hope you fall down a flight of fucking stairs. A piece of shit.
I want you to
with rejection, man.
You need to see if Lamont has a podcast of his own, and then you can type out the transcript for that rant that you just went on and leave that as a 1-star review.
There you
go.
For
his show.
I'm going to leave the link and then hope that somebody clicks on it and then listens to us and falls in love with us and then makes it towards the end. And then they're like, wow, this Lamont Allard guy really is fucking bullshit. Don't call me trash, yo. Don't call me trash. Nah, yo. I ain't the one. Not now, yo. Not now. I'm getting very protective. I'm getting very protective now. I had to fight somebody the other day at a housewarming because he treated a woman with what I thought was disrespect. I'm getting fucking like,
God damn, nigga. What the
Don't have a baby, folks. Don't have a baby. Don't. He ain't even here yet, and I'm fucking losing it. Like, I just fuck you, yo. Anyway, that's our show. I wanted to get us
subscribe to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify. Follow us on Twitch, Dense Pixels, Dense Pixels Brad, Apparition 410, Dense Black Nerd, especially Dense Black Nerd. Lest you receive an angry rant. Carrie, stuff it's Carrie. Oh, by the way, Carrie's Extra Life fundraiser still going on. Go to densepixels.com/fans. Find out how you can donate. October 27th, which is streams, giving away prizes. A little scared now. So we're gonna end it here. See you guys.
I enjoyed that.
See you.
Yeah, have a good one. Take it easy.
You're watching the Dense Pixels YouTube channel. Click the subscribe button while you're here and make sure you check out our weekly podcast where we discuss the latest gaming news and our impressions on what games we've been playing.